Hello, hello, and welcome to The Jamie Show. I'm so glad you tuned in today. I have been waiting for this episode because it's all about finding inspiration in your clutter. And what do I mean by that? Well, here's the thing. So many times when I start digging through my drawers and closets and boxes and things, I find things that I go, oh, wait a minute. I remember I was interested in learning more about that, or that's a hobby I want to get back to or try. Maybe I bought the supplies and didn't actually do the hobby. Have you ever done that? I think we all have, right? So as we're decluttering, there's a really good chance that you're going to come upon something that's going to be inspiring and find something that you're going to want to have fun doing. And because you're decluttering, well, what does that mean? You're going to have the time and the energy and the space to actually do the fun stuff. So I'm going to give you a couple of categories to think about, and you see which one might bring some inspiration to you. So, of course, gardening. And if you're not a gardener, you're thinking, yep, not me. Okay, hang tight. There's more categories coming. But as a gardener, do you have a bunch of seeds that you've been meaning to plant? And maybe you'll find inspiration in finding a little pot and shop at home first. You'll probably find a pot, or getting those seeds started. And so gardening can be a great place to start to look through our supplies, our gardening books and things to get inspired. And also, how about our outdoor items? So maybe you have a picnic basket, and by looking to go through and sort that outdoor stuff, you'll be inspired to say, you know what, I do want to take a picnic. Or, you know what, I don't. I'm going to donate the picnic stuff, but I found some other items that I do want to use, like possibly a fire pit that you never set up outdoors. And you're like, you know what, we bought that and we never used it. Let's bring it out and set it up and enjoy an evening that may or may not include s'mores, which would be delicious. So maybe it's gardening supplies, maybe it's outdoor items, maybe it's going through souvenirs. So you start reminiscing about places you've gone and places you want to go again. You may have brochures and travel guides. And sometimes planning the trip is actually even more fun than going on the trip. So whether or not you're going right now, the planning of it can be so much fun. What's still on your bucket list? Is there a day trip you've been wanting to take and you have the brochure about it? Do you just want to get the travel guide, or do you want to check something out of the library? Do you want to take a video tour? Do you want to go to YouTube and, see other videos? So there's so many ways to take the tour without actually going there. Do you want to cook a recipe from that area of the world and feel like you were there and have another experience by trying a new recipe and maybe using unusual ingredients that you're not familiar with? So go through your souvenirs. That's another great way. And finally, go through your craft section. So do you have paints and glues and ribbons and all sorts of things? I mean, how many of us have a piece of furniture that we always say we're going to refinish? Now's the time. So as you are sorting through, you see how you can be inspired by the items that you've collected. They're all clues as to things that you wanted to do. And if you haven't done it, you haven't done enough of it, or you want to get back and do some more, then now's the time. And you'll have the time and the energy and the space to do it because you're decluttering all the things that are not the things that you want to focus on. So we're going to keep what we use and love. We'll generously share the rest. And now you have the time and the inspiration to get back to something that makes you happy. It's all about clearing the clutter to get your happy back, and I hope this is a perfect first start for you. Please share in the comments if you would. I'd love to hear what you're going to start doing, or what you're going to get back to, or what you're going to rediscover or discover for the first time. And I bet you your comments are going to inspire us that read them and we go, well, that's a great idea. I want to add that to my list as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. There's new shows every Wednesday. Hit the subscribe button so you don't forget about them. And we're going to remind you if you hit the subscribe button, but you can always go to jamienovak.com for more ideas in between the Wednesday shows. Thanks so much for sharing this show with at least one other person today. Let's see if we can grow our numbers. It means a lot to me that you tune in, and I'd love for you to share this with someone else today. Thanks so much for joining me. I can't wait to hear what you get started with. This is going to be great, everybody. Let's clear the clutter and get our happy back. I'll see you next Wednesday.